What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? This is Yix here at Magna Crypto, back again with another video. In today's video is going to be mainly on the Coinbase IPO, but of course we're going to break down the market as well. So stick around and let's get the show on the road. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and like this video. Would very much appreciate that. Let's run the intro. So let's get straight into today's news. Big milestone, and that is the Coinbase IPO. So they've officially been valued at $100 billion, and that's on their debut. Quick run through the article. Coinbase, cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase made Wall Street history when it began trading on the Nasdaq last night at $381 per share, giving it a value of $99.6 billion. And just quickly skimming through this article, some interesting notable things about this IPO. Rapper Nas, if you're into rap music, he is set to make about $100 million. If I can find the bit where it says that he made $100 million because he was one of the early investors in. Here you go. So the float will also lead to bumper payday for US rapper Nas, who was an early backer of the business through his venture capital fund. He stands to earn around $100 million from the float. Of course, it's no comparison to Tesla billionaire Elon Musk. However, he's set to earn $56 billion from payday from Tesla. However, Mr. Armstrong himself is set to be earning around, if I can find the... So Mr. Armstrong is set to earn a sizable payday worth up to $3.5 billion if the business maintains its recent share price growth after the listing, thanks to upcoming tranches of shares linked to the Coinbase valuation. So all in all, fantastic IPO. Of course, a great milestone for the crypto space. It actually puts a dollar value on how much a company can make if they were to create products and services around cryptocurrencies. And of course, you can use, this will now be used as a barometer to compare towards something like Binance, Kraken, other crypto exchanges. And then the whole space, you will have a proper dollar value. Now, of course, we can look at the crypto market, total market cap, which is over 2 trillion. But in terms of actually having a company and producing a service or a product, now we know how much that can generate. So fantastic to see. Continuing on from the IPO, Binance are also capitalizing on this demand. Crypto exchange Binance is to list the Coinbase stock token coin. So it's saying it's going to continue to respond to the market demand by listing stock tokens. So they'll be listing the stock token coin, and the pairing will be coin paired with BUSD, and that'll be launched, allowing its exchange users to trade fractional Coinbase shares. And the stock has a reference price of $250 per share, giving the exchange a pre-trading valuation of $66.5 billion. Binance will continue to respond to market demand by listing more stock tokens and features. Trading of stock tokens will follow traditional exchange hours and is not available for residents in mainland China. And so this is on top of being able to trade a tokenized stock such as Tesla. So this is very interesting to see as well, now that you can start to trade stocks on crypto exchanges. So this opens the stock market to all crypto traders. Now, of course, if you trade crypto or invest in crypto, you can obviously open a brokerage account anyway, but not all crypto traders trade stocks. But now that you have the availability, the ability to trade stocks on something like Binance, it opens up more opportunity to trade the stock market, which is fantastic. And it adds more value to Binance as well. They won't just be a crypto exchange, there'll be also an exchange where you can trade stocks. So it's very interesting how this is developing, how the two, the stock market and the crypto market are merging, especially on the platform. Really good to see. Moving on, we have Coinbase again. So Coinbase have gifted their employees, 1,700 employees, 100 shares of the Coinbase IPO ahead of the IPO, which has now happened. And that equals to, so it's trading at $250. So 100 shares equals to $25,000 bump in paper wealth. Now, if those employees are intelligent, if they're smart investors, which hopefully they are since they work at crypto exchange, they'll think this is probably the beginning of an upwards trajectory. Now, it may dip into a bear market. The price of the coin stock may dip or even go into a proper bear market. But just like Amazon, just like Tesla, those 100 shares are probably going to be worth a lot of money in the future. So hopefully those employees will hold on to their shares. It's like holding on to Tesla shares when they IPO'd. Now, of course, we know how much Tesla's worth now. If you had 100 shares of that, you know, that's a decent chunk of money. So that's very good to see, paying back the loyal employees. I'm sure that, you know, the employees there's gonna be a lot of loyalty towards the company. They're gonna probably work, you know, fair chunk harder, knowing that they're being rewarded for their hard work. That's how I would feel anyway if I was gifted 100 shares of Coinbase, knowing how much it'll probably be valued in the future. Now, this is a very interesting article. So the Coinbase, they embedded a message in the Bitcoin's blockchain on their listing day. So let's dig into this article. Paying homage to Satoshi Nakamoto and his message embedded in the Bitcoin Genesis block 2009, Coinbase had done the same. On the day they're set to trade, to become a public traded company, the exchange asked a large Bitcoin mining pool to embed a note in the Bitcoin blockchain in regards to the latest stimulus bill. So Satoshi Nakamoto, what he embedded in the Genesis block was the Times 03 Jan 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. So that's what it said. But 12 years later, Coinbase has followed the example set by Bitcoin's creator. The exchange announced they had asked the mining pool F2 pool to code the following text. The New York Times, 10th of March 2021, House gives final approval to Biden's $1.9 trillion pandemic relief bill. The commonalities between the two messages spread more than being embedded on the Bitcoin blockchain. Both have referred to economic struggles in 2009 and 2021, led by aforementioned banking crisis and the COVID-19 induced crisis. It is very interesting, isn't it, how even though the circumstances as to how we got to both points, being in a crisis, you know, the circumstances are different, but the end result is the same. We're still in a crisis, but it's just a different way of getting here. So, of course, this is a cyclical thing. This happens every 8 to 10 years. There's always a recession. The reason is different, but the end result is always the same. So that's why cryptocurrency was created by Satoshi and everyone that helped in the process. This cycle is always going to repeat. So knowing this, that is why you invest in something like cryptocurrencies, which is separate from that cycle, separate not necessarily from a bull market and a bear market cycle, but from the from just the banking industry, from the governments misusing their power, maybe not even intentionally, but whether it's intentional or not, it always ends in a mess. So to actually be able to invest in a technology, in a market that is separate from that, is of course the only way to not get to not become collateral damage, you know, because many of people who had their retirement funds in those during the crisis of 2008, 2009, and even up at these points, you know, they were just doing their job. They were working hard, not doing anything wrong, not even doing any risky investments, but they became collateral damage because of the banking sector, because of the way they misuse their power. Again, might be intentional or unintentional, but they did not use it wisely, and thus we are lucky that cryptocurrency has been created to give us a chance to hedge against the misuse of the financial instruments. Now, let's get into the market. It's been a lovely day, although there's some retracement going on now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big caps. Now that's something I want to stress. The big caps are now taking over once again. Altcoins were rallying for quite a while, for the last couple of weeks, maybe a month or more. But now Bitcoin, Ethereum, they seem to be taking the money. So we have broken into new highs, going up to 64k. I did mention this in my private Telegram group or even on Twitter. Bitcoin and Ethereum are about to rally. You know, this is the time. It's going to happen any minute. And lo and behold, we have a massive break to the upside. Again, this is a retracement. Maybe it's going to touch the 62, 61k level before it starts going up. But this is the time of the altcoins, the bigger cap coins. They're going to start taking more capital and they're going to rally more. I think I can see Bitcoin really accelerating, hitting the top of this trend line to potentially 67k. So in terms of TA, I could potentially see a retest of this previous high, or even dip further into this level. You know, it might even go further down to 58. But you know, now that we've cleared that stubborn 60,000 level, I think we're probably going to be clear for the most part. A dip into this level might happen, but I think we're probably clear. Same with Ethereum. Now we've had a retracement as well. My nose is really itchy, I don't know why. We've had a retracement, but we've broken into new highs. Again, you can see this bearish flag right here, perfect before a rally to the upside. Hitting new highs, hitting as high as 2,400. Now what I said in the last video, I think yesterday, was the next major level is 2,500, and I'm getting very, very close to that already, only $100 away. And I think it's only going to keep going, smash through that. I've got my target ready to take a little bit more profit off the table, but that's where we're heading. Some more retracement from XRP. Now what I always say about XRP is it doesn't really follow the logics of TA. So now although I think BTC and ETH are going to carry on going up, we might see a big retracement from XRP. It's very unclear with XRP. Now, of course, the floor is open, right? There's not much resistance from now up until $2.75. At the same time, with XRP, I just let it do its thing. I'll be very honest with you. A lot of times you'll think, okay, now it's broken past resistance. Surely it's going to go all the way up to 275, but I wouldn't bet on it. I've still got my bag of XRP, small bag, suicide bag, but I just let it do its thing. Another crypto that I've been saying is going to break to the upside is Link. Now it's completing its double bottom very nicely. It's just broken past the next resistance level over here. So it's broken past. I've been calling this for the last few breakdowns. Massive rejection, people taking profits. If we can just stay above this level, then I think it's going to carry on to $50. What I will say about the altcoins, as you can see, they are bleeding hard, and they're probably going to keep bleeding because, as I said, the money is going towards the larger caps right now, and this is how the money flow goes. It goes from the large caps to mid caps to small caps. Large caps meaning the big market caps, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Then it goes to the mid caps, you know, from top 20 down maybe, and then to the smaller caps. So now we are at the large caps. So as time goes on, next few weeks, it's going to go to our mid caps and then small caps once again. So I can imagine, I can see the smaller caps continue to bleed, but just got to ride it out. until it starts to gain momentum again, because once it does, it's going to shoot to the moon. So I'm going to end the video there. Hopefully you got some value from that. If you're enjoying the content and you're getting value from it, make sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.